Hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. And it is time for our weekly track roundup where I go over what I felt were the worst and the best tracks of the week. Let's do it. All the songs that I talk about are linked down below so you can check them out for yourself. And yeah, that's it. I think that's all we need to know. Shall we? Let's give a few shout outs to some links in our description box. We have the good people over at Turntable Lab. We get kickback from that link if you decide to pick up some vinyl or something cool over there. Helps us out. Also, we have a Patreon page down below where you can get access to some cool extra bonus monthly content. Peep the link down below. We have a few different tiers available over there. And also shout out to the good people over at The Ridge. There we go. This is a shiny one. They make these awesome, nifty, metal-plated wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket. You can grab this one along with many other styles out there. They are rugged, hardcore, RFID blocking too. That link down below. Plus, the promo code MELON gets you 10% off. Cool? Cool. All right. Worst tracks of the week. We have a few. We have a handful. We have a bushel. First off, new one from Greta Van Fleet, My Way Soon, as generic as ever. Even some points with the vocals remind me a little bit of Lykke Li, but still one of the most derivative bands out there, period, and continuing to be so. Then we also have a new one from Bebe Rexha and Doja Cat, Baby I'm Jealous. Goofy beat on this one. Pretty lackluster hook. Doja Cat sounding like an Animaniac. I'm just not really too crazy about it, frankly. Then we also have this new one from the Antlers, Wheels Roll Home. As drab as ever. The Antlers really are trying to dig indie folk's grave right now, I think, with music this uninteresting, in my opinion. All right, let's move on to the mess section. Some songs over here. Trippie Red, Sleepy Hollow. It's okay. It's all right. It's got great production, few good vocal lines too, but it's kind of short. Seems like Trippie, even though this track is certainly better than his worst stuff, he is phoning it in a little bit, kind of rushing through it. But I suppose it's a little eerie too. Ooh, the Halloween spirit. Then we also have a new one from Tobacco over here, building up to the release of the new LP, Headless to Headless. This one is fractured. It's grimy. It's experimental. Strange beats too. Interesting textures. Give it a try. We also have IC3, new one from Skepta and Gets. Starts strong, good verses and flows, quality instrumental, but it kind of drags on in the last leg. But still, quite a bit to like about this one, in my view. Quite a bit to like. We also have a new one from St. John, Gorgeous. I'm liking some of the vocal lines. Production isn't bad, but the longer it drags on, the more apparent the Kid Cudi influence is on nearly everything this guy does vocally, and it becomes kind of distracting, in my opinion. Also have a new one from Porches over here, I Miss That. It's a nice little bedroom pop banger with a sweet chorus, even if the lyrics are a little repetitive. Then we have a new one from Lykke Li. Braun is the title. Liking the vocals and the tune on this one too, though I think the instrumentation on the chorus is a little overblown and washed out with reverb, but still quite a bit to like about this one too. Here's an artist by the name of Lauren Otter. Quiet is the name of the track. There are some aspects of the song I'm not crazy about, but I really do find the vocals very curious and unique on this one. There is some awkwardness to it, but it does smooth out as it goes along. It's a compelling ballad. Certainly an artist I think I'm going to be watching just to see how newer tracks kind of pan out. But this one definitely grabbed my attention for what it's worth. We also have a new one over here from Uchis, Jay Cortez as well, La Luz. Not too crazy about the appearance from Jay on here. Honestly, that's where the song really kind of nosedives, in my opinion. The beat is fine. Callie kills it, but just The J appearance is just, kind of generic in my opinion. Moving on from there, Benny the Butcher. New single from Benny with Big Sean, Lil Wayne, Timeless, Hit Boy production. Apparently there's going to be a whole new record of songs with Hit Boy production. I thought it was okay. Not quite as grimy of a track that you expect from Benny, but I get the sense that he's really trying to shoot for a wider audience on this one, and he's not sounding too bad doing it. It's just not as ferocious as I think his best stuff, but I don't know. I suppose maybe my mind could be changed about this one if I hear an entire record and maybe all the songs reinforce each other really well. But for a track with some mainstream features and a cleaner type instrumental, it's not too bad. Babymetal, they have a new one titled BMC, which is insane. It is an auto-tuned industrial thrash banger that does have some qualities about it that are very annoying, but it's still respectably weird, I would say. We also have Jewelz, new one from Anderson .Paak. Love the groove, love the tune on this one generally, but I don't really feel like the chipmunked vocals on here are working too well for Anderson. I think that wasn't entirely necessary and didn't really do the song much justice, in my view. We also have a new one from AC/DC, and by a new one, I mean like an old one because they've been rocking the same riffs and beats for the past 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 500 years. Like, where are we right now? Shot in the Dark is the name of the new one. And it's honestly, this song could have come out 20, 30 years ago and you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. Honestly, you truly and honestly wouldn't. You wouldn't know. Best tracks, we have a handful of those that I want to shout out this week. We have a new one from Yola, Hold On. Great, soulful, amazingly produced ballad with guests Sheryl Crow, the Highwomen, and it's amazing. It's fantastic. It's so freaking good. I love it. We also have this new one from Victoria Monet, Touch Me Remix, featuring Kehlani. This one's hot. This one is hot and heavy. This one is, it's that hot. It's a hot one. Just listen to it. It's a sensual one. Okay? Just listen to it. We also have a Warp, new one from Tricot, a Japanese math rock outfit with a good production, strong hook, technical guitar noodliness. It's a good one. It rules. It's a fun listen. Try it out. We also have Loaded Up, new one from Juicy J, NLE Choppa. It's a banger. Infectious earworm hook. Great production. Juicy and NLE have some really good chemistry too. We also have a handful of new tracks, but I want to point out one titled A Cab from Mr. Jeff Rosenstock. It's a 2020 demo dump that he's put together here. And this track's not too bad. It's a little rough around the edges in terms of production, but it's still a good song, and it seems like much of everything else on this little 2020 dump, that's kind of the case too. So give it a try. Look it up. Try it out. We also have CupcakKe over here, Elephant Freestyle. It's a banger with insane fucking bars from front to back. She's just giving this shit away for free. The bars, man. Like, you're going to have to stop this one a bunch of times because the shit she says on this track is insane. Okay? It's fantastic. Long live CupcakKe. We also have CocoRosie. This is the end of the Freak Show with Brooke Candy, Big Freedia, Cakes to Killa, and ANOHNI. It's a giant posse type cut, and everybody does their thing. Great energy, good production, and I'm just loving the vibe that they strike up. It's freaky, it's strange, it's eerie, it's creative. I'm liking it, and it's rare that I'm head over heels for a CocoRosie track, but here we are. Here we fucking are. We also have a new one from Channel Trace, which is quite good. It's groovy. It's titled Skate Depot. Skate Depot. And great house beat, hypnotic earworm vocals, liking the vibe, respect. We also have a new collaboration over here. It's a cover of a Hank Williams Jr. Hank Williams Jr. song, OD'd in November. Bill Callahan and Bonnie Prince Billy. Loving the weird, very sparse instrumental on this one. That twangy, it sounds like a bass, but could be a like an E string or something. But it's it sounds like a bass, but love the very sparse, strange instrumental on this one. And I don't know. I feel like in concept, Bill Callahan and Bonnie's vocals shouldn't work that well together, especially given how unique both of their voices are, how idiosyncratic both of their voices are. But they actually complement each other quite well in a strange way. I'm liking it. All right, we also have a new one from Bicep over here, Apricots. It's a cool little experimental bit of house, I would say. Liking those samples, liking how mesmerizing all of it is. I respect the vibe. And we also have a new one from Frango Elétrico. And it's a cool little weird piece of bossa nova with a lot of character. And I would say a little tongue-in-cheek too, in a way. And I think that's it. I think that's it for the weekly track roundup, everybody. Hopefully you got some good recommendations out of this one. You're the best. I believe in you. Have a good day. Forever.